Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. In today's video, I am going to be channeling a reading and energy update for our beautiful collective here on YouTube. Now, if you are new to the channel, first of all, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in today and sharing your powerful, beautiful frequency with this virtual space that we are co-creating here. If you are new, then I want to let you know as well that I do channel collective readings every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But sometimes in between those main reading videos, I do channel what I sometimes call mini readings, like this video, that create space for more specific messages, downloads, podcasts, pieces of information, that sort of thing, as those things come through energetically. So if you do want to tune your energy more closely in with this collective, which means being able to potentially manifest more specific messages in this reading and in future reading videos, then I do recommend liking the video and subscribing to the channel, as these are forms of energetic transference that do tend to allow me to pick up more easily on your energy and channel more specifically for you and your situation. Now, for some reason, I got this incredibly random starting message for someone listening, and it is that you really light up when you are doing something that you love or something that you are passionate about. Now, this could be just a general message from your guides. Maybe lately you've been carving out more of that time and space for yourself, for certain things that light you up, that fill you with that sense of passion. And your spirit guides might be coming through here just to let you know how beautiful and radiant you appear when you are doing those types of things and when you're making that kind of time for yourself. And when I talk about how beautiful you appear doing those things, yes, of course, there is a physical component to that as well, but I'm talking about a beauty that is so much deeper than the skin. I'm talking about a soul level glow and radiance about you. Now, for some of you, this may actually be a message from a specific person who's been admiring you. And this person might be just thinking about how beautiful you look or that glow that you have about you as you are doing something that you love. So maybe this is someone who does have some kind of access to seeing you really in your element, whether you are posting or sharing certain aspects of those hobbies or those passions online through social media, or maybe this is somehow accessible to this person in person when the two of you are connecting or when you see each other in the physical world. Now, even if there is little to no communication with the person coming up in this reading who is admiring you, this message could be coming from them on a soul level. So on this fifth dimensional, higher energetic level, this is someone who's very capable of sensing you. And so when you are sending out that energetic signal that occurs when you're doing something that you really love, that really lights you up, this may be someone who is at a soul level sensing that and actually responding to that signal subconsciously and energetically. This may even be pulling this person closer to you energetically as you are doing these types of things that you love. For whoever I'm speaking to, you might even find that this individual calls you, texts you, reaches out when you are right in the middle of doing something that you love, whether it is something artistic, something related to your work or business. And here we have the card Summer. Your answers arrive in summer. So I'm just getting a very warm energy from this person and situation. It's very interesting that we get the summer card because it came out in a recent reading video that a group I was reading for in this collective might actually be seeing some major movement in a certain love connection around the summertime, which if you're in the northern hemisphere, I would apply this to mean in a few months or within a few months, traditionally your summertime. If you're in the southern hemisphere where summer and winter is reversed from the northern hemisphere, then this message might actually be just referring to that time span of things undergoing some kind of shift within the next 2 to 3 months. We also have the card cycles, momentum, force, life cycles. Stay grounded in the now. So that message is coming through very strong for someone because I'm picking up that specifically this seems to be a divine feminine who is going through a major transformation internally that might actually be affecting them physically. Maybe certain things are occurring in your life that are almost forcing you to slow down, to take things slower, which isn't really necessarily slowing you down. That's more of a human way of describing it or feeling about it. But really, it's meant to take you back into where your true power lies, which is within the present moment, leading you back to being fully present with yourself. And very often, because we live in a society that tends to move very quickly, and in doing so takes us out of the present moment, very often this slowdown is required to bring us back into connection with our self, our true internal self that is always and only available to us through the point of present, through that now present moment. I'm also getting the card release. So this cycle might be asking you to release something. I'm hearing this is most likely something in the mental realm. So releasing some kind of fear, some kind of anxiety, releasing your need to know all of the answers or exactly how or when all of this is going to play out futuristically, releasing constantly replaying things from the past or trying to plan out things in the future to the last detail, but rather allowing yourself to find that sense of empowerment through being where you are, allowing yourself to be fully where you are, knowing that being present in the now will allow for the most harmonious unfoldment of every next now moment. So I'm going to be shuffling the traditional tarot cards. Now, I did say those messages might be specifically for a divine feminine, but do keep in mind that these labels, divine feminine and divine masculine, are meant to describe energy dynamics. We all have a balance of both energies within us, but we do tend to lean more dominantly into our divine feminine or divine masculine. It's funny, the reason my voice kind of jumped there a little bit is I was holding the traditional tarot deck in my left hand and I was speaking and not really paying attention, and the top card kind of fell out. So I caught it with my right hand, and this is kind of signifying to me that this card may indicate someone almost like passing you an offer, throwing you an offer or an opportunity. This does seem like it could be romantic in nature because this is a Knight of Cups card that came out here. And this can stand for a romantic proposal, specifically some kind of invitation or offer from a person. I'm hearing the word subtle, so something about this might be subtle in the sense that you might not know how to interpret this offer or what the real meaning behind it is. This person might be trying to be subtle with this offer, trying not to be so on the surface with how they're really feeling. It's not that they're hiding their intentions, it's that I almost feel like this person is just trying not to show how, for lack of just more delicate wording, they're trying not to show how completely in love with you they are. That's just what I'm picking up from this specific person. Now, of course, I do channel many different energies throughout these readings, especially in these, what I call mini readings between the collective ones. I often find that the messages get very specific, which I know that many of you enjoy, but also, of course, there is the need to always use your intuition above all else. Only take the messages that do connect with you in a personal and intuitive way. But I do feel that for many of you listening, this Knight of Cups coming forward with this offer has been magnetically pulled to you because you've been really immersing yourself in your craft, in your passion, in your purpose, really doing what you love. And especially as the divine feminine, when you're doing what lights you up, when you are trusting, surrendering to the flow, living more in the present, allowing life to unfold before you as you're really staying in that kind of floating flow state energy, this makes you incredibly magnetic. And I just feel that this may be a masculine energy who's responding to that magnetism around you as you are living really in connection with your true inner self. And again, doing that mainly at this time through allowing yourself to do what you really love, to do what makes you passionate, what sets your heart aflame, so to speak. This may even be a person that you removed some of your attention from. So maybe in the past you were really fixated on this physical individual or on someone else externally. I'm just getting, you used to be very externally focused on other physical people or situations, romantically or socially, worried about how you were going to be received. And I'm getting that you've been on this beautiful and transformative journey where you are no longer asking, how am I going to be received? You are receiving yourself fully, knowing your worth and value, and going where you are received, going where you are seen, where you do feel deeply understood. You're no longer trying to get someone to like you or to understand you, whether we're talking about business opportunities, platonically, romantically. And this is truly so empowering. I'm getting chills all over because it is such a powerful energy around you since you've made those kinds of shifts. And again, whether it was this specific person that you took your attention away from, or just in general, you began fully pouring back into yourself, this masculine is absolutely responding to that massive shift in your energy. They are coming up with the card, I'm holding on to the memories of us. So if you do have a past with this person, they've been thinking really heavily about whatever past the two of you may have shared together. We also have, I need to work on myself. I'm trying to clear my head. So I want to know more about why this masculine is trying to clear their head, what they're trying to clear their head about specifically. We have lessons. So this person is in the middle of learning certain lessons. I'm seeing a Bible for some reason. So this person may be religious. They might be Christian, of the Christian faith. There just might be some religious element involved here for this person. But I'm also seeing that this is someone who really values knowledge and concrete logic and reason over their more creative side. With journal in the reverse position, I'm hearing I dug deep and I didn't like what I found. So this is someone who is scared of something that they've realized as they've been introspecting. They may have realized that, for example, a person that they're with karmically is actually a lesson for them. That won't be the case for everyone. That's just one specific way that this might apply. But I'm just getting the sense that this masculine actually has done some introspection. And when I say they don't like what they found, what I really mean is it's scary, whatever they discovered through this introspection, because it's a realization that it's almost like they can't unknow. And it's going to shake up their life in some way, because something that they've been relying upon for a sense of stability, whether it's their job, a dominant relationship in their life, friendships, something they've been relying on for stability is actually just a lesson. And through some kind of introspection, they've realized that truth. I'm almost getting this was like a forced introspection, meaning their guides in the universe may have literally forced something to the surface of this person's mind that they were not allowed to ignore any longer, because it was necessary for them to know in order to learn the lesson and to grow and expand themselves. But this has been a major shakeup for them mentally. I feel like this is someone who may have not yet fully taken action on what they've realized. So yes, it's shaking them mentally and emotionally, but it's going to shake up their entire world once they inevitably start taking action on once they've realized. You really bring out this person's inner child with the card playful, happy, enjoy the present moment, live to the fullest. And I feel almost like that offer they're making to you, it's almost a connection with their inner child, but also a connection with you. I know I'm speaking kind of vague here because this is going to connect differently for different people, but it's almost like whatever they offered you, it's like they just want to get around you or have a conversation with you or go deeper with you in some way. But it's a bit complicated. The reason they're acting subtle is because they are still in the middle of learning this lesson, and they are still in certain situations or connected to certain people that are meant to be lessons, and they know that now, but they're still in them physically, or at least to some extent. So they almost feel as though they have to be subtle when it comes to this offer, and yet they're magnetically feeling this pull towards you. And so they've made or are going to make some kind of offer for the two of you to connect, whether this is opening the door to a conversation, to a meeting, giving you something. It just feels like doing or saying or connecting in some way that is simply fun and light. And it's almost like got this very playful, light energy around it, even though this person is going through a very difficult lesson in their physical life at this time. It almost has this sense of being this escape from reality, whether this is a conversation with this person, meeting up, receiving something from them. I do feel that this specific masculine ultimately has the goal to act on whatever they've realized, but I want to get more details on what is going on there and how that might look moving forward. So I am going to be shuffling the cards to pull some more specific messages in that direction. But I also do want to share with you my personal, most powerful tool for transforming my mindset, shifting my energy, magnetizing myself for manifesting my own desires in life. And these are subliminals. Subliminals are audio meditations that contain unconscious spoken affirmations. And the difference between these affirmations and traditional conscious affirmations is that subliminals contain affirmations embedded within other sounds, tones, and frequencies, And the purpose of this is to allow the affirmations to bypass the conscious filter of your mind and make deeper, more lasting impressions on the subconscious mind, which is so incredibly powerful because research has shown that it's actually the subconscious mind that controls 95% of our thoughts, actions, and outcomes in life. So when we shift what's happening in the subconscious, it's like this fast track to manifesting in our lives because we are able to essentially reprogram our thoughts and therefore our energetic field much more quickly than using other traditional manifestation methods. And I have personally seen more results in my life from utilizing subliminals on a daily basis for years now than from any other meditation tool or even really any other manifestation tool that I've ever tried. So because of this, I have created my own subliminals app called Sound and Soulful. As you can see on the screen, within this app, I have over 130 subliminals for so many different areas of life. There are subliminals for love, relationships, mood, mind power, manifestation, and so much more. And when you sign up for a 7-day free trial account in the app, you get access to all of the subliminals I've created. You can listen to each of them in 10 different background sound options, depending on your personal preference. And you can even create your own custom private playlists in the app. So if you are interested in exploring more about my subliminals app, the link to download it is in the pinned comment and description box underneath the video. You can also find it by searching for Sound and Soulful in either the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. Now, specifically for this reading, I would most highly recommend my subliminal for love magnetism. And also, if you are a divine feminine, I would recommend my awakened divine feminine subliminal. These are from the Twin Flames category and the Love and Relationships category if you are already using the app. And again, if you haven't yet downloaded the app, the link to do so is in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. Okay, so I am going to be reshuffling the cards here. And as promised, we are going to be channeling more into how this very complex situation is moving forward. Again, there is this romantic offer, but there's also so much mystery and so much subtlety around this offer. Right as I flipped over the Energy Oracle cards deck, we got the Thinking Man card and Woman Holding a Heart. Okay, so this masculine is very aware that you are completely and utterly holding their heart. And I know I keep making these kind of dramatic statements like completely in love with you, utterly holding your heart. And I don't normally use that exact phrasing, which tells me this is kind of getting a peek into this person's mind. They are feeling that strongly and intensely about you. It's like this all-encompassing feeling for them. And it's something that they want to communicate, but they're really overthinking their communication with the Thinking Man card sitting on the throat chakra, which of course is the seat of communication. So why is this person thinking so much or overthinking so much about communicating with our divine feminines here? Because they really want to manifest this and they don't want to mess it up. With the cornucopia card, I'm hearing I want to do this right. Like I feel as though this is a masculine who, if they were less emotionally invested or less in love with you, they would probably come forward in a more half-hearted kind of way. They wouldn't be as worried about what they're saying or doing because they wouldn't be as afraid of messing things up. This is someone who is really holding on to the possibility of there being a potential connection between the two of you in the long term. But in this short term sense, there is some kind of lesson that they are still learning. that they still need to fully release themselves from, and they are aware of that. And it's almost like they don't want to take that stale energy into this fresh, beautiful, potentially long-term connection with you. So they're trying to be, I'm hearing they're trying to do things right. They're trying to be very careful and very subtle about how they are making some kind of movement towards you or offer towards you. But it is happening nonetheless. It has to happen, because with man holding a coin upright, this is a masculine on the rise, going through this awakening, aligning with a higher timeline for themselves. And in the process, I feel they're being disconnected from a lot of those people and things in their life that are coming up as these lessons of sorts. So that feels like a beautiful place to close the reading. I really hope this reading resonated with someone in a personal way. If so, I always love hearing from you in the comments under the video. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself, where I post energy updates, inspiration, and information. If you are interested in exploring the subliminals I've created to help you reprogram your subconscious mind and manifest in your life, the link to download my subliminals app, Sound and Soulful, is in the pinned comment and description box underneath the video. Otherwise, I am sending you all so much love and light energy. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I will connect with you here again in the next video.